say brick by brick, piece by piece. Build an empire from the blood in the streets. If you had a chance, would you bust that police? Would you pick up the pieces or chuck a nigga peace signs? Would you skirt off in the Nissan thinking it's gonna be fun? Just to get pulled over by the street sign. Niggas fought, get bled by the street sign.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Juice World. So today I got some feedback on my chit chat that I did about relationships, friendships, etc. So I felt the need as to do another one, but this one is more personable. It wasn't in the comments, but I did get like emailed and stuff like that, and I also got DM'd on my Instagram. Let's see. So I'm going to I'm so scared, I'm so nervous because this is like really personable. So it's just like I've never told anybody this story besides my close friends. I've never told anyone this story. My mom doesn't know, my sister doesn't know, nobody knows. So anyway, so what I'm going to talk about today is how I lost my virginity. Now, for those of you who are thinking about it, be sure that it's something that you really want to do. Be sure that it's like the person that you feel, although in that moment you might feel like you're going to be with this person forever, sometimes it doesn't turn out that way, and then you have like soul ties attached to this person, because ultimately you're supposed to lose your virginity to each other, whoever you marry. Granted, it doesn't always happen that way. It never really happens that way. So just be sure to kind of make sure that's what you want to do and who it's with. I don't advise it. We'll go into all that spill later. Okay, so I was in the 11th grade in high school. Of course, high school. I had been with this guy. Okay, well, I met him in the 9th grade. He was in the 12th. I was in the 9th. The way we met, it wasn't... You would never think that I would be with this person. Number one, because he didn't like me when we first met. And I thought he was rude as hell. So, but yeah, we became real close. It came down to where we would talk on the phone all hours of the night, all day in the morning, see each other at school, we still talk. Or, you know, the long gaze, your love, whatever. I was living in Houston at the time, and I decided that Houston wasn't for me. I was ready to come back home to Dallas, whatever. So I moved back. I had moved back to Dallas. It was Valentine's Day, and he was at school in Tyler, and I was in high school. And Tyler, if you don't know, it's a college. It's in a small town. It's in Tyler, Texas, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure, but I know he was in school at Tyler. Valentine's Day, I hadn't seen him in a while. You know, with me being in Dallas, he was in Houston, or he was transitioning, getting ready to go off to school, be away from his family, whatever. Yeah, he came to Dallas. He drove to Dallas. It was like an hour and a half or 2 hours, I think, to get here. He came to my house. My grandmother's house, and he was just like, yeah, I'm coming. I thought he was kidding. I was like, you ain't coming, I'm not gonna see you, whatever. I don't believe it, whatever. He was like, no, I'm coming, I'm for real. Okay, whatever. He actually came. We sat downstairs, we talked. He was like, yeah, I've never seen your room before, let me see your room. And I was like, okay. I knew my room wasn't clean. Number one, I had clothes everywhere. I had stuff everywhere from the day of school. Like we had, like, you know, in high school, you had the little Valentine's things, the little dances, the parties, all that stuff. So I had stuff everywhere. So I didn't really want him to see my room, but he went up there anyway. So I sat on the couch. He was like, oh, okay. So I went upstairs, and we were sitting there. I can't remember what we were talking about. We were talking, but we started kissing. So I'm like, okay, I'm really scared, I'm nervous. And he was like, are you sure you want to do this? He was always like real patient with me. He was sweet. Like, he was really sweet. Mind you, right after he had, well, not right after he graduated, it was like some months down the line after he graduated, he asked me to marry him, and I told him yes. I was still young though. I didn't, mentally I wasn't there, but I thought, I was like, okay, whatever. I said yes. And then hey, he was like, are you sure you want to do this, blah blah blah. In my head I'm like, okay, I'm going to be with this person for the rest of my life. He loves me, I love him, I'm not going anywhere, he's not going anywhere, whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, cool. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't feel like I should say his name. I know my mom loved him. My grandmother definitely loved him. She loved him like to pieces. He came and stayed with us for Thanksgiving. That's how much she loved him. Like, he stayed the whole break in Dallas at my grandmother's house with me. Like, she let him stay there. So it was just like, okay, I'm still in high school, and it was just like, okay, whatever. But anyway. But yeah, I was like, okay, I know I love him, he loves me, we're gonna be together forever, we're gonna blah blah blah. You know what you think when you're young. You don't know no better. Life ain't even smacked you yet. You just like, I know I'm gonna be with him, I know he loves me, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm good. So started by kissing, got undressed. I was like, I'm still skinny now, but I was super skinny in school. Like, I didn't have any like form to my body yet. Like, I barely weighed. I wasn't even 100 pounds yet. I was like 90 something. That's how much I weighed in high school. So I was real insecure about my body still. I was just like, I don't know. But yeah, he took my clothes off. I got under the covers. He was like, you don't have to be scared. I'm gonna take it easy with you. Just relax, blah blah blah. So we get to kissing again, and he goes to do, what you're supposed to do when you're, I don't want to go into detail because I feel like if kids are watching, I don't feel like I should explain. This is something you should talk to your parents about. Granted, I didn't talk to my mom about it. I was scared. I was nervous. I didn't know how she was going to react to it. Me and my grandmother started to talk about it, but we kind of got interrupted. But I didn't know I knew of sex because school, of course, they teach you about all the STDs and condoms and what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. I knew all of that, but I didn't have the personal talk, like the mental, where you go to mentally, like as far as my insecurities and stuff like that. I didn't talk to anyone about that, not my mom or anyone. So I just assumed things. So if you're watching, talk to your parents about sex. Like, you don't have to be, even if you're comfortable with just talking to your grandmother or aunt, let somebody know that you're thinking about it, so you can prevent a lot of things from happening. But anyway, that's a PSA for you guys. But anyway, I was undercover. I was undressed. I still had my top on. He did what he was supposed to do. It hurt. And most people, like, when you ask, like, that's what I did. I asked friends that were already having sex and stuff like that. I was like, does it hurt? What does it feel like? Blah blah. Instead of doing my own research and talking to my mom about it, I just assumed it was getting things from, other people that I knew or friends around me. And everybody didn't tell me the truth. They were like, oh, it hurts for a split second and then it's done. It hurt the whole time. It hurt. And he was just like, relax. If you tense up, it's gonna hurt more. And I'm just like, I can't relax. It hurts. Like, who the fuck does this? Sorry. Who does this? Like, who enjoys doing this? So we were doing that, and we got done. He kissed me. I went to the bathroom to pee. He helped me clean up and stuff. He was like, are you okay? How do you feel? Like, he actually cared about how I felt, and I don't have any regrets. Most people have regrets on who their first is and how it happened and when it happened. I don't have any regrets on the person. I don't have any regrets on how it happened, because I cared for him at that time in my life. He was the guy that I needed. Like, he was very caring. He cared about my well-being. He cared about, like, he talked about our future. Most guys, they talk about what they want to do and how they want to live and how they want things to go. Anything that he talked about, it was like, I'm included. So at that time, I I was like, okay, I'm good, I'm okay. Like I didn't have any fear of like, okay, he's gonna leave now, you know, he's off at college. What I will say is I did have some insecurities because I didn't feel like I was experienced enough, and I was just like, okay, well, I don't know anything about it, he's gonna cheat now and blah blah blah. You do go through that mentally, but that's because I wasn't prepared mentally either. Like I wasn't prepared to go through that process of, from the time it happens to before what you think, in the midst of what you think, and then after what you think. I wasn't prepared. Like I didn't know anything. So this is why it's so important to make sure it's something that you really want to do. Make sure it's something you talk to somebody about that's experienced. And what I will say is, if you could wait until you get married, then wait. Like, most definitely wait. Most definitely just get some insight on some stuff first before you even decide to do it. I didn't, like I said before, I didn't have any regrets. I didn't regret not one, who it was, how it happened, or where it happened. It wasn't this grand, spectacular thing like you think it's gonna happen, where it's like candles and flowers. It wasn't that for me, but emotionally, it was. I think because of who it was, emotionally, I was okay with it. Like I was like, okay, it's I don't want to say his name, it's him. And to this day, like, that happened years ago. Like I told you guys before, I've been out of high school for a while. That happened years ago, and we are still this close to this day. Like, he is like a male best friend for me. He's moved on with his life. He's married, he has kids. I'm not married, but I have kids. We are in two separate places in our life, but we are the closest of friends. Like, I can call and tell him anything without being judged. Whether it be family issues, boyfriend issues, issues within myself, like things that I'm going through that I should know better about, anything like that, I can call and talk to him. We're still so close. We still laugh at that situation to this day. Like, we joke about it. But the experience was scary, but I appreciated the partner. Like I said before, I would advise you guys, if you can, to wait as long as possible. Wait till you get married. Wait till you and it's not likely nowadays. Nobody's really waiting anymore. Everybody is just like, go with the wind and do it. Like, I'm doing it with this person, that person. It's not personable. And I do wholeheartedly believe in soul ties. Like I believe once you do it with somebody, whatever spirit or whatever demons they're fighting, it attaches itself to you. So now it's like a lot of stuff becomes personable. So you just kind of want to, if you haven't done it, then just wait. Just wait till you get to know that person. Wait till you find that person that you're supposed to be with, equally yoked with, and all that. Wait on that. Like, if I could, although I don't regret it, but if I could have waited until I got married, I probably would have waited. Like, I wasn't, like I said, I had sex in the 11th grade. I wasn't in a rush. I just felt, though, it happened at that moment, and I was with the person that I thought I was going to marry. I'm not going to say I was in love with, because I didn't know what it meant to be in love at that time. But I loved him. I know I loved him, because I still love him. We're still close. We're still cool. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to him. Like, that's my road dog. Like, I love him. But I would have waited a little bit longer if I could have. I would have waited to be like, okay, yeah, we're engaged. Yeah, we're this. Yeah, we're that. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, just wait a little bit longer. Wait till we actually got married. Wait till I actually finished school and we figured out. Well, he knew what we were going to do for the rest of our life. Like, he had everything planned. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. Like I said, mentally, I wasn't there. I was still an insecure person. I thought I wasn't insecure. Like, I thought I didn't care. But a lot of things, realizing a lot of things now versus where I was in high school, I didn't know nothing. Like, we always think parents just be telling us stuff like, girl, you have no idea, or son, you have no idea. That is the honest to God truth. I didn't know anything. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted as far as a man. I'm still figuring out myself, so I'm gonna tell you what I want. Like, nonetheless, the point of this video is if you can wait. That's how, number one, that's how I lost my virginity. I lost it Valentine's Day. I can't even remember what year I graduated. Valentine's Day 2000 and I wasn't in the 11th grade. I was in the 10th grade. I'm sorry. My mistake. I was in the 10th grade because graduated. Oh, wait. Yeah. I lost my virginity in 2006. February 14th, 2006 is when I lost my virginity. But yeah, I just wait. Just wait as long as you can, because you will never get that. Number one, you'll never get that back. You never get that moment back. And I talk to a lot of girls that are like, oh, you know, I had a horrible experience. If I could go back to do it over, I would. I wouldn't do it this way. I would change the person. I hear that all the time. I thank God, even though I'm not supposed to be doing it, I thank God that at the time I gave it to the person that I gave it to, or I gave myself to the person I gave it to, and it meant, I'm glad that it meant a lot to him, like it meant to me. Like, he cared enough to be like, okay, I know this is your first time. I know I know how scared you possibly are. Whatever. I appreciate that, and I'm thankful for it. But like I say, you will never get that back. You'll never get that moment back. You'll never get that time back, that innocence. You'll never get that back. So if you could wait, please wait. If you feel as though you're about to make that decision, make that decision. But talk to somebody first. Talk to an adult, or older peer, parents, whoever. I feel like if I would have talked to my mom about it, I probably would have waited a little bit longer. I was so terrified of my mom that I didn't talk to her about a lot of things that I probably should have talked to her about. But that's old now. Now I talk to my mom about everything. She can't get me off her phone. Like, I call her every day just to be like, girl, what you ate today? Like, but talk to somebody. Talk to your mom. Guys, talk to your dad. Don't do the go talk to your friends and let them influence your thing, because that is always gonna be girl, it was this, it was that, and it'd be a whole lie. Like a whole lie. A whole lie, because they was like, should I wear like this? No, we're not gonna do that. But they were like high siding so bad. Like high side. But yeah, that's how I lost my virginity. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Go like my Instagram, Kaj Beauty LLC, all one word. I'm Juju. This is Ju's World. Catch you guys later.
Pass me the jar, laughing at a hater while I break down the guard. I can't explain these thoughts in my brain. I can't explain, only express the way that I feel. Now I should be the man that